So today we're comparing two fuzz pedals, the Boss Hyper Fuzz and the Analog Fox Super Fuzz. Now both these pedals are based on the same circuit, the circuit that was in the Univox Super Fuzz made by Shinai, and they released it in their FY6 pedal. There's a fair few differences. This is more of a traditional clone. So it just has expansion, balance, and instead of a tone switch, it's got a tone foot switch. The Hyperfuzz, on the other hand, has a bit more active circuitry. It has a 2-band EQ, as you can see here. The modes are on a mode switch, and it has a gain boost, which takes the fuzz circuit out of the pedal and just leaves you with the EQ. All this extra circuitry adds a lot of buffers as well, which does change the tone a bit, and I think it would have different components in there compared to the Analog Fox. So we're going to compare them, and you can hear for yourself the similarities, the difference, and maybe which one is for you. So starting off with, I'm going to put everything at 12 o'clock on Fuzz 1. So Fuzz 1 doesn't have the 1K scoop that Fuzz 2 has, which is also the same as putting the tone knob in. So this is a clean tone. Hyper Fuzz. Now we're going to put the tone in and Fuzz 2. And starting with the Hyper Fuzz. Super Fuzz. Now I'm going to move to the neck pickup and roll down the tone control, and this gives you that octave up effect up on the neck. So mode 2 Hyper Fuzz. Back to mode 1. From that comparison, you can hear that the Super Fuzz has got a bit more clarity, especially in the mid-range, and but can get a little bit more harsh up there and doesn't have as much kind of low mids going on. So what I'm going to do is EQ the Hyper Fuzz to get a little bit closer to the Super Fuzz. As you can hear, even cutting the bass and adding some treble, it is very different frequencies. The 2-band EQ doesn't really get you in the zone of the super fuzz. In fact, it kind of adds more of that mids that the hyper fuzz has, and it's kind of, yeah, less high mids than the super fuzz, a little bit more kind of your mids. Yeah, less treble as well. So they're not exactly the same, but you can hear the inherent fuzz characteristic is the same. It's just got a kind of different EQ curve to it. So what we're going to do next is just see how much gain they have with the gain all the way up. I'm going to play some power chords, just 2 notes. Anything more than that, the whole thing's freak out and it doesn't sound great. So I'm going to just put these back at 12 o'clock for this. As you can hear, the super fuzz kind of compresses and starts pumping the gain all the way up. Where the hyper fuzz doesn't do that, it kind of keeps a thicker, fuzzy character to it. So I think for your doom kind of stuff, especially on the tone setting, the hyper fuzz is probably a better option. But for your kind of old school 60s lead stuff, the super fuzz might be a better option. The bonus of the hyper fuzz is the gain boost mode, which is a clean boost and it sounds great. It's the kind of FETs in there, whatever they are, however it works, to me just makes your tone sound nicer. It's great. So the last thing we're going to do is use that EQ section with the super fuzz. So that was the Boss Super Fuzz, the Boss Hyper Fuzz and the Analog Fox Super Fuzz. 2 kind of aggressive fuzz pedals, reasonably priced. The Hyper Fuzz starts getting a bit more expensive now because it's discontinued and it was made famous by Electric Wizard for that Doom stuff. And I think it probably suits that more than the Super Fuzz does. Where the Super Fuzz, like I said before, suits kind of lead stuff better. It's not as controlled, it's not as fat, but it's a little bit more kind of, yeah, wild. It gets more pumpy as you turn the gain up. So, you know, thanks for watching, and if you're interested in either of these pedals, I'll put links below. Like I said, the Boss is discontinued, it hasn't been around for a while now, but they pop up on Reverb and eBay all the time, and you can buy the Analog Fox stuff from Reverb brand new from their store. So thanks again, and don't forget to subscribe.